interest in our next guest, Congressman Adam Schiff of California, ranking Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee. Thanks for being with us. First of all, what do you make of that argument by Speaker Ryan that, well, the president is new to this, and it's maybe understandable that he doesn't understand the separations that are supposed to exist?
I don't buy that at all. I don't think you can make an argument that we hold this president to a different ethical standard unless he's suggesting that the president is new to high ethical standards or new to a commitment to be honest with the public about things. That just doesn't fly. And what's more, I found among the most powerful part of the testimony when the director said the president cleared the room, wanted the attorney general out, wanted everybody else out of the room. To me, as a former prosecutor, that says this is someone who is conscious that what he is about to do is wrong.
If you're new to it, you might just say it in front of everybody.
Well, yes. If you didn't think there was anything wrong with it, if you didn't think you needed to maintain any independence from the FBI, if you didn't think there was anything problem about asking the director to drop a case involving one of your close associates, then why clear the room?
To those who say, look, Director Comey should have spoken up, should have confronted the president immediately when the president said, well, I hope you can do this, or told other people, more others than those he told, or gone to somebody on Capitol Hill.
I agree. I think that Director Comey should have said, Mr. President, that's not an appropriate request. I can't do that. I'm not going to pledge loyalty for X, Y, and Z reasons. I'm not going to drop this case because you're asking me to. You shouldn't be asking me to. That is what he should have said. Now, whether any of us in those circumstances would have been any less stunned than him or would have acted in the way we would ideally want someone to act in that situation, I can't say. But I will say this. What I found credible about the director's testimony, among other things, is the fact he was willing to testify that he didn't meet some of the standards that we would want him to meet.
The fact that he admitted that he, in retrospect, should have done more.
Well, that he admitted that he acknowledged providing these documents to this professor in New York, that he said that he was persuaded by Loretta Lynch to use a word he didn't feel was the right word. So, you know, I think that adds credibility when he's willing to say, okay, I should have handled this differently. Maybe I should have handled it differently.
If he should have spoken up to President Trump, do you agree that he should have spoken up to Attorney General Lynch at the time and saying, look, I'm going to use the word investigation, which is what this is, not matter?
Sure. I think you can certainly make the case that he should have had a different response to Loretta Lynch. He should have had a different response to the president. I think you can also make the case he should have gone to someone at Justice. If he couldn't go to Jeff Sessions, he should have gone to the acting deputy AG. But none of that mitigates the president's conduct. To me, it adds credibility to Comey's testimony. He wasn't the perfect FBI director. I've had my own questions about how he exercised judgment during the Clinton investigation. But the fact that he's willing to admit some of his own failings, to me, makes him more believable.
Was anything actually learned today? I mean, anything decided? Anything really advanced?
A lot was learned today. And, of course, part of what maybe didn't seem so shocking to people is that we knew a lot of this beforehand because of newspaper stories. We knew, obviously, a lot yesterday because of the detailed written statement. But when you step back from it and you realize that the former director of the FBI has just said that he felt the need to write memos about his conversations because he felt the president would lie about them. The fact that the director of the FBI felt that he couldn't go to the Attorney General because the Attorney General was conflicted, that the President asked him to drop a criminal case against the National Security Advisor, that ought to take our breath away. And I really feel we can't get to the point where we lose our shock over this President's conduct. And I just don't accept in any way, shape, or form that you can dismiss it. Oh, he's not a politician. He knows right from wrong. And if he doesn't, he shouldn't be in that office. So I don't think that's an adequate answer.
Congressman Schiff,